Well, hi, Chris and Rob. Thanks for being with us tonight. Great to see you here in your home. The creative things that you work on and do.
I started with illustration years ago when I was doing music. I drew a picture of a heart, a human heart, and we were doing West Side Story. And one of the people in the pit orchestra asked me, "Oh, are you a science illustrator?" And I said, "What's a science illustrator?" And they go, "Well, you draw things like this."
So in your job today, you work at Stanford.
I work in the Office of Development, and I'm the art director for that organization. It's creative to a point, but it's a lot of administrative work.
Management.
Yeah, and so it's important to me to do art on the side. A recent rendition is I started a small business, and we do upcycling of things that are wine related. So create candles using upcycled wine bottles, and also planters, hanging lamps. That is something that we've done together. We've been starting to do lamps. It kind of is a thing that keeps us sane.
What are some of the projects you work on? What kind of things do you do?
I think the big thing that I started with was screenplays. Right, so a lot of writing. And really, my first couple were really practice ones.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to put it. Right, I've gotten better over time. It's like anything, right? You practice, you get better.
Yeah. Do you think that's true? Do you think people have a gift and they can just do it, or do you think even with a gift you got to develop it and work it?
I think you still got to develop it.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't use it, it kind of like a muscle. It just atrophies.
But I think that where God comes into it is He keeps on giving us opportunities. Like, we can't not be creative and be happy, and it just keeps on coming back, where no matter what it is or what kind of problems we're given, it comes back to doing something creative that helps us.
Yeah, and I would have to say, right, at times the desire to create is overwhelming.
Wow.
And you've got work and kids and everything to do, and that's really not where your mind is. It can create some friction.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is that sometimes the things that we're doing, it feels like that's the right thing to do, because it just is so easy to be doing a particular thing. And it's interesting to see where it leads. We were talking about getting a bandsaw and for some cutting boards.
Some of the stuff I'm working on.
And so I'm driving down the street, and what do I see with a free sign is a bandsaw. And then the other thing that it was telling me was, I needed some shelving. On that same trip, down the same street, I found a thing of shelves.
Does that tell you you're in the right place sometimes?
Yes, it does to me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like these doors just opened.
Yeah.
You need a saw, here you go.
Yeah.
You need a shelf, well, here it is.
Yeah.
It's flow. Yeah. You just feel like you're. We're the fields, and this is our creative story.